Let's Play. It's been almost a year since we've recorded, but we're back. And before I really get talking about this game, I want to give a huge thanks to my friend who found me this copy of this game that I'm playing right now. I had been searching for it for at least, I think, a couple months beforehand. And not only did she find me a copy, she found me a copy without scratches. It looks like it had never been opened. The booklet was in there, the Nintendo Power thing was in there, the warranty, blah, 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 blah. Everything was in there. Everything was absolutely perfect. I could not have asked for a better copy of this game. So I told her that I would do a Let's Play of this game when I got the chance. I've been in the middle of a move, and then I took a week off for SGDQ, which some of you may know is a charity event that benefits Doctors Without Borders, which is an organization that brings healthcare to people either with disabilities or conditions, or may just be in a region where it's not normally available. And that's a really cool thing. And they raised over $1 million this year through the event.
About 3 days ago, we received a garbled communication
and I think they've been able to do that for the last few years. It's something I really like to enjoy, but now that it's over, I've been trying to get back into this, but I've been having software issues.
But the jury's still out on that one. Tom Bryson
hopefully that'll be sorted out when I
John.
record this right now.
I know we can depend
But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this game. So this is Geist. And to catch you up on the story right now, we are headed to definitely not an evil lair because our friend Bryson is in there posing as a scientist. We want to get him out. So again, this is Geist for the GameCube. I remember there being a little bit of hype about this just because it was such an interesting concept of a game. Unfortunately, it hasn't really lived up to that hype or the expectations at all. And you'll kind of see that throughout the Let's Plays that I do in this. Everybody meet Porn Stash and Goggles. They're going to be very important later.
What's going on, Raimi?
So this is not Bryson. Not Bryson really likes to remind us of our name, to the point where I think Raimi may have Alzheimer's. But that's okay, because Not Bryson is a good guy, and he's going to tell us how to do our basic tasks, like press an up and left on the D-pad, and what they do. So now we're going to break into the lab, but as we can see right here, this is Bryson, and he's looking for Narnia in a microscope. This is the bad guy from, oh my god, Half-Life 2, and this is a tentacle left over from a hentai that I know absolutely nothing about. This door blows open, and the scientist is somehow not dead. And then we walk in like a couple of smug fucks. As shown.
It's about time.
Shut up, Bryson. Throw a gun in the air because fuck safety. This handshake will become important later, so you might want to take a note of it now.
Yes, Raimi.
So Bryson wants me to go investigate what he thinks is Narnia, but he wants me to make sure that I have my PDA first because they don't know anything about technology. So it's kind of an interesting thing. So I'm going to come over here, look through the microscope, and find out that Bryson is a fucking liar. Narnia is not here. You know what we find? We find slides. And you know what's in the slides? Ethereal virus cells from an unidentified life form. Fuck you, Bryson. So, something to pay attention to. I'm gonna walk backwards. Find me in the cutscene.
Alert.
That's right. I'm not facing anything but the microscope there. The game apparently actually keeps track of your direction in there. So, everybody meet Anonymous Soldier. He wants to lead me back to the group. And I think that's a great idea. Oh my god, I'm bumping into everything. The only problem is Anonymous Soldier here is probably gonna die soon. So, you know, that's a little sad. Bryson wants me to not shoot my foot off, but, you know, fuck him.
What's going on, Raimi?
And he also wants to teach me that I have the human ability of crouching. Oh wow, he actually shot at me. It's really funny, because, let's see. This guy could definitely shoot at me, right? But he chooses not to. So I choose to put a bullet in his face. Or, I could... Let's see, I could put a bullet in his face, or I could completely fucking ignore him and show you all a trick where all these soldiers simultaneously forget that they exist. So, we trigger this cutscene. Oh, by the way, M rating. And this guy gets crushed by some sort of big tube that I'm assuming means scheming and plots. You know, evil layers. That guy gets wrecked, but literally, as I said before, there's not even a corpse. Like, they all literally forgot to exist. Oh, and these guys have stormtrooper aim. So, that is always fun. Ooh, headshot on that guy. Fuck yes. Please die. I'm either really good at this section or really shit. It really depends on if the AI decides it wants to aim. Also, the controls are shitty, so I'm immediately calling it not my fault. Oh, hi, dude. So I'm gonna come around here. And... oh, man. So there's a glitch there. And I don't know how to trigger it, and I wish somebody would tell me how. But I was just sitting here. I came up to that guy, and he was just standing here, and he aimed at me, but he refused to shoot at me. And it was really interesting. But anyway, let's talk to Not Bryson real quick.
Raimi.
Once again, reminding me that my name is Raimi. Thank you, Bryson. Not Bryson. So, this is kind of one of those moments where if you were uncertain of the M rating before, this will cement that it is an M-rated game. So Not Bryson is going to cross this bridge, and because Not Bryson is moderately competent, he's going to be okay. But Porno Stash here, which I forgot to show you guys his glorious, glorious mustache. I apologize. You can see it there, kinda. Well, you could. Remember that M rating I was talking to you about? Here it is. So, this is our first boss fight. And it's honestly a pretty easy boss fight. I forget if I reloaded my gun. I did not, but I have enough bullets to where it doesn't really matter. Now, he usually fires... wow, really? I don't think I've ever seen him fire just one projectile before. He usually fires anywhere from like 3 to 5. So that's a little weird that he did that. I'm assuming it's me. I have no fucking idea. Could be a lady tentacle monster. And we just need, I think, like 1, maybe 2 more hits. Alright. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 5, okay. But yeah, so we just saved Not Bryson's ass. And how is he gonna repay this? By... oh, you did actually look at us this time. He usually doesn't. He usually just stands facing that door. Interesting. But yeah, there's no need to get the health. You'll find out why here in a second. Just because the level ends. But yeah. Now remember our friend Goggles. I think I may have introduced him very briefly. Sorry. Goggles is having a little trouble handling the pressure. And, well, he's gonna have a seizure.
Parker!
And then he's gonna freak out.
God, what are you doing?
So he kills not Bryson, then he kills the guy next to me, and then he shoots me. And I decide, of course, in all common sense, to defend my face from bullets with my hands. It makes perfect sense, I promise, guys. So this right here is the separation chamber. And separation chamber, essentially what it does is it separates your spirit from your body, which apparently means in this universe your brain does not control you, your spirit does, which I find interesting, but you know, whatever, to each their own. Games have had weirder fucking plots. So, you know. Take a second and enjoy this lovely little cutscene. And technically that was the end of the first level, but that's not even like 15 minutes of content, so we're just gonna run through the next one too, okay? Okay. Ah, evil grandpa.
With all due respect, sir, why are we bothering with a civilian for the separation experiments?
Compassion, Rourke. That's rather uncommon for a mercenary.
Don't get me wrong. I was gonna have the little weasel shot before you stepped in.
By the way, this guy's not actually our grandpa. I figured I should clear that up for story reasons.
I
But
still think we need someone with
he's
combat experience.
nonetheless not a nice
As I
dude,
recall,
so.
most of your professionals were driven mad. It's time we tried something different. Our training simulators will give him all the skills he needs. When they are complete, he won't even remember his name.
No, that's not cool, dude. Not Bryson spent all that time reminding me of my names level. And now you're gonna make sure I don't remember it? Like, fucking, could you at least have kept him alive so that you could
I'm
remind me
betting we'll be
later?
scraping ethereal crap off the inside of this pod by morning.
Don't be so sure. I think things will be very different with this one.
Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Don't worry. Everything is fine.
I don't know
In
about
fact, everything is perfect.
that. I definitely
You
don't
have
know
ascended
about
to
that.
something greater than what you were. Explore your new
Not
surroundings.
entirely impossible.
You're safe and free.
Safe for the moment, free. Nah. Not true
Plants
at all,
are good
actually.
for you. They make you healthy. Try one.
Okay.
That's better. Oh, look. A beautiful
So,
animal. See how slowly the
Here
world
we are in
moves
our
now.
ethereal form.
No need
and
to
it's
hurry
explaining things
anymore.
to us. This is
See
essentially
how its
ethereal
aura
form.
glows. It
Tutorial.
changes from white to yellow to red. When it's red, you can possess the animal. Try it.
Okay. So, I have to apologize to this bunny because it's not about to enjoy what happens. Listen.
You can now experience life in ways you never imagined.
Yeah.
See what you can do now.
Wait,
Very
hold on.
good. Now try leaving the animal and exploring.
Oh, yes, I'm on the bunny.
Good. You're doing very well.
Okay. And that's essentially the tutorial level.
The world
Well.
is peaceful. Reload your
Ethereal
weapon.
tutorial level.
This is kill them. Your new
Kill them all.
home.
Oh my god. So tired. That's okay though. Because I'm gonna get this recorded and then I'm probably gonna pass the fuck out, to be completely honest with you. But, nonetheless. So, here we go. This is Gigi. Gigi is kind of really fucking creepy.
Rainy. That's your name, do you remember? My name is Gigi.
That's interesting. So we'll be back in this room a little later. And we're essentially gonna copy Gigi just pretty much immediately. And okay. So she's just telling us, hey, listen, you can go through these tiny holes. Oof. Excuse me. And now Raimi's gonna get his first glimpse of himself. But yeah, that's what we look like for the most part. And now this is essentially the tutorial for possessing different environmental objects, not just living objects. So this is the shooting gallery. And I make sure to possess this when I'm doing this Let's Play for one reason. I want to show off the hitbox detection. And it's awful. Like... My bullet definitely went through the one duck there. Did it count it? Nope. Again, it's just bad hit detection. Collision detection, something like that. Anyway. Here's a trapped rat we can possess and do absolutely nothing with. We can look right, and we can look left, and we have no abilities. Except for depossess, so you know, good shit. Now we have this dynamo here, and for those of you who don't know, a dynamo uses electricity. So we're just gonna very quickly power this thing up, and go ahead and take a look at what powers. With all this electricity sparking through it, what would you think it powers? Is your guess a single light bulb? Then you've played this game before. So, this is an explosive barrel, box, whatever, and we just use it to blow up that wall, and then we're going to go through this hole, and we're going to get a tutorial, a slightly more in-depth tutorial on how to possess living objects. So... Gigi's like, listen, we're gonna do this janitor. And I'm like, whoa, 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 you're a little young for that. And she's like, no, asshole, possess him. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just ring him on the phone. And she's like, cool, I'll go do the trash can. And I'm like, that's not terrifying at all. Until you see this. Fire trash. So she tries to possess the janitor, but she's too small. However, I can. Now, this phone is still ringing, and I personally don't like that, so I'm gonna answer it.
Hello? Is someone there? Listen, I'm all by myself down here and no one will give me a straight answer. They just told me to activate my barrier. And if anyone comes up acting suspiciously, to shoot them on sight. What's going on? Hello? Hello?
I have no idea what's going on. I'm completely new to all this.
All personnel are to report to their section commanders for immediate possession screening. Repeat, all personnel report to your section commanders for immediate possession screening. The next
Seems
spirit
as though a
separation
ghost may
remains on
have
schedule.
escaped. I wonder who that could be. Definitely not us possessing the body of a person. But yeah, I mean, just really, really quick, simple shit. We're gonna meet a guard here.
Hey!
And I'm not entirely sure if this is the same guard from on the phone. But he's a guard, and I like him, and I like his body a lot. So I think I want it. Alright, I was trying to possess it while still in the janitor's body. Yes, let me punch right into the machine there. Oh, that would not go well. But we're we're gonna take a page from Gigi here and take over this trash can as well. Scare the ever-living fuck out of this guard, because we can also set shit on fire, apparently. So, now we have a gun, and now we're being shown that,
Don't be so
possess
sure.
certain bodies,
I think things will be
you
very
actually get a
different this
flashback into their memories and such. Which is
The
really
other
good.
prisoners being prepped for separation. Busy
In a
night
way.
for you, huh?
Sometimes it helps. Right now, it's not really doing anything other than explaining that it's a thing that happens sometimes. Gigi's just kind of elaborating on that, and we're getting out of here because we have no reason to be here anymore. So we're just gonna keep on heading out. And I wish I could jump over that railing, because that would make my life a little easier. It would just make this level a little quicker, but all in all, it's really not that bad. So we talked to this scientist here and give him the all clear.
Yes.
And he disables the alarm and unlocks the computers. Now, it doesn't matter what order I look at these computers in, because they're all going to display the same information in the same exact order. So the first one tells me that I was put through separation and that Brian's up next. Bryson. And then this one is going to give me a code to bypass the door, which is 9235, I believe. That's why I didn't look at it because I literally just completed this level, but I had to re-record because sound levels were way off and you couldn't really hear me at all, so. Alright, so 9235. Cheers. So we're gonna pick up our first collectible in the game right here. Gigi is explaining to us that dogs are problematic because even if we're possessing a host, a dog will know that we're possessing someone. So they will warn guards, and then the guards will shoot us, which is certainly not fun at all. But we picked up a teddy bear, which means essentially our time limit on being in our ethereal form is extended by a little bit. So, let's go ahead and get out of here. And here we have a barrier.
Stop here, soldier.
Barriers kind of suck because
Move
in
along.
ethereal form, I can't move through this barrier. I need a host in order to get past it.
Sir.
This guy tells me to be careful where I point my gun. I completely ignore his advice here in a few seconds. Spoiler warning. And so that guy, he decides that he wanted to kill me, so that's fine. Because the game actually is really nice and it just tosses bodies at you constantly with trees. And, okay. I try not to kill the dog if I can. If I can help it. Because I really don't see a point in it. This is... Oh, okay. So, there's an explosive tree here. There's a dude here. Here. We've got 10 bullets. There's a dude here. And there's... Let's see if I can do this without dying. Nice. Alright. So then there's a dude here. And there's one behind there.
And we are getting ready to come up
on our
second
boss fight
of the
episode. A guy named Cord, which is by far probably the